So in today's session, we're going to look into info assist and the prompting capabilities. So whenever I build a report, I got a bunch of parameters in here. Some of them are optional, some of them are mandatory. If I run that report, I get my nice auto prompting. So it's prompting for all those parameters. Yeah, one of the challenges in here, I don't like how it looks like, so I don't want to get rid of those elements in here. I want to get the controls somewhere else. I want to change the order. I want to place them somewhere else. But this capability in here doesn't offer me much flexibility. So instead of using the auto prompt feature, I can easily go back to my homepage. And in here, using my Infosys report prompt, I can assemble a new visualization. Assemble a visualization really means I'm gonna build something that's gonna look like I want to. So I can pick one of those templates here. I'm gonna start with a blank screen. And in here, I got my prompt report. So I put it on the screen. Actually, I could add more reports here, or I just resize it to take the full screen. So I got the output parameters in here. I can add my own heading if I like to. I could also disable things like the page heading or the page toolbar or the page refresh. So I could get rid of elements if I want to. So, but I could also work with them the way they are. So as you saw, there's the elements. You can select elements from in here. So we're back to the page. Page heading, gone. Page toolbar, gone. Even if I have the page toolbar, I can select what I want to see there. So I can fully customize what's going to be visible in here. And I can add the filters in here. So for the filter, I could put them below header, above header, could put them left, or I could have them as a modal window on the screen. To get to the filters, we see there's a little eye on that filter, which means it found filters in here. And I can now add single filters, or I just can add all the filters to my page. So with those elements in here, again, go to outline, go to the top element. It's below header. Toggling it is going to be below header, somewhere to the left, so I could move things around. Build a modal window, which is going to be a little pop-up window here. So I'm going to stick with the below header. So actually, those are marked with a red bar because they are mandatory filters. If I want them to have some more flexibility, I can work with it. So let me quickly run it. So we're going to see the capability in here now. Those have to be selected, so nothing will happen until I select values in here. Same for the country name, which is kind of meh, not too easy. So I search for Canada and I want to get South Africa, so I have to scroll, find it. So select those two. Got my values, and it's going to immediately refresh the report whenever I make any change to those elements. So if I change and add 2 more countries, leave the box, it's going to refresh those elements automatically. I can, of course, change that one as well. So I don't want those reports to refresh automatically. So I can go to Control, add my Submit button, put that button over here. I can now center it in that cell. I can move things around as well. So I can move my customer over here. I can move the currency in between. I can get some more space in here or move things around. So I could merge those 2 cells and put the product subcategory in here. Select those 2 cells in here, merge them as well for the product category. I could also change elements. So in case I don't like a drop-down list, I could convert that element and convert it to a button set. If I got a button set, I can, of course, select my button set in here. I can format that one to be horizontal, vertical, or whatever. Or I can convert back to my original set, go to my drop-down list. So actually, we remember that field name here, which was incredibly hard to navigate. First thing, I could turn it to optional in here, but I could also add a search control. I could also add the show all option, doing the same thing here. So we're going to add a search control. We're going to add the show all option. We can make them optional if we want to, so I can turn them to be optional in here. So same for this one here. I add a search control. We already have the add option. Country name is going to be optional now. I got my search control. So I got all the elements that I wanted to get to. So nice look and feel, completely changed, submit button. And now if I run the element, I got my own personal element. So it's not prompting for the mandatory parameters. And now I can search in here. So if I search for CA, I'm going to get South Africa and Canada. We can do the same in here. So now we did add a search control. So there's no search control in here. We added the search control in here. So I can search for DVD. So we're going to take whatever contains DVD, submit that one, and we got our report. So easy way to get your own custom type of navigation on your screen, no matter how you want it to look like. So of course, moving over here, you could also do way more things like changing the elements, changing formatting, hiding elements per device. So we can make that green, change elements like change the heading style in here, margins, whatever you want to change. All those elements exist. So there's my control, my submit control. So make that one red. So a straightforward, nice and fully customizable design interface to change the prompting the way you want it to look like. Yeah, if you liked the video, like it, subscribe to the channel, and give me feedback.